to bear with me because this is scary for me. The Lord's been dealing with me lately about my testimony, about not sharing what He's done because I've been afraid. I was afraid people would look at me and that they would see me as dirty, but the Lord doesn't, so it doesn't matter. And I don't know who needs to hear it, but I really felt like the Lord wanted me to share, so I will share with you. But it's hard for me. From the time I was a little girl, I was very much abused, mentally and physically by my father. My mom, she left when I was 5 years old, and I was the oldest, and she signed over all rights of parenting to my father. So my dad is the one who raised us. And I think because I was the oldest and that I got a lot of the brunt, and as I got older, I started to look like my mother. And I grew up not knowing what love was. I didn't know what it was. I didn't have my mom to show me love. I know that my dad loved me in his own way, but he didn't show me what it was. So I didn't know. And I was so lost, and I was afraid and broken. And so I tried to feel something in any way that I could. I got a boyfriend when I was in high school, and he ended up abusing me. He used to throw me down the stairs sometimes or choke me. One time he put me up against the wall, and God is the one who rescued me. I first tried to commit suicide when I was 12 years old. I took a bottle of Tylenol, the whole bottle, because I couldn't handle it anymore. My sister, she was getting beaten. I remember her screams, and I couldn't handle the screams anymore. So I just wanted it to end. And I knew brokenness, and I couldn't handle the pain anymore because I couldn't protect her. And then I woke up. I don't know, later I went to sleep. I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I don't know how long I was out, and I never told anyone. And it didn't get better, because as I got older, I just wanted to die even more. It was so hard living and being told that I was nothing. I used to cut myself. I remember I went to the mental hospital 3 times. And one of the times I don't even remember being there. I was completely gone, and I was afraid, and I felt like there was no such thing as love. And I was so scared, and I knew that I loved God because my dad used to actually be a pastor. And then when they broke up, he just changed. And he became cold. So as I got older, I ended up being with another abusive man, and I didn't know. I was like, Lord, there must not be love. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to to feel it, and I just felt numb all the time. I'm trying to... When I was not with him anymore, I met another man, and he was really bad. And I got diagnosed with this genetic disorder, and I get injuries really easily. And I had pain medicine. I'm going to share this with y'all because I have to. This is Jesus, and I have never shared this before. And he would take my pain medicine from me. And then he was like, he introduced me to other things like pills. And I ended up getting addicted to fentanyl. And I actually didn't even know that it was fentanyl when I got addicted to it. I actually realized that it was fentanyl when I was watching a documentary about it a couple weeks ago. I have been the lowest of the low that a person could go. I have gone through being so addicted, and when I couldn't get fentanyl anymore and I was addicted to it, then it was heroin. And it's funny because you look at me now and you would never know those things. You would never know that I was that low. You wouldn't know that I was in mental hospital 3 times. The drugs that I did, they numbed that pain for me. I used to have very vivid flashbacks, extremely bad flashbacks all the time, and I didn't know how to control them. And I just needed to feel numb. I just needed to not feel that hurt anymore. And then it was like God just dropped on me. And it was when I was trying to get clean, because I kept trying to get clean over and over and over again because I didn't want to be addicted. And the guy I with kept bringing it over, and I didn't know how to say no. And finally, this one day, I was like, I'd been reading about deliverance and crying out to the Lord, and the Holy Spirit just fell on me. I mean, fell.
Thank you, Jesus.
And he opened up, and I saw into the spiritual realm. I saw all these demons around me. I mean, so many. I was surrounded, and the power of God just pushed them back. And I started speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop for over an hour. And he changed me that day.
Come on, yes.
I never did drugs after that. I never did heroin again.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
He took everything away.
Thank you, Father.
And I didn't want to kill myself anymore. I didn't want to die because I knew what love was. For the first time, I knew what love was. Because I thought he saw me like my dad saw me. So I was constantly ashamed. I was ashamed. I felt like he could not love me, that I wasn't good enough, that I was dirty. But he loved me through all of it. And he took it all away. And I just had to share his love. So if anyone is in darkness and broken and feels like there's no way that you can get through it, and there's nothing left, I'm just here to tell you that there is, and that he can change everything, because he changed everything for me. Everything. He took it all away. And now when I worship him, it's just me and him. I can feel his presence, and it's better than life. It's better than heroin. It's better than drugs. It's better than anything.
Come on.
He breaks down every wall. He breaks down every wall and fills you with the love that you've always wanted, you've always needed. that you never had.
Are you kidding?
Jesus.
I'm sitting there saying, turn me down just a tad, son. I'm sitting there thinking, this is our new intro. This is our new intro into revivals. I just want to say,